Well, there you go. The definition of a short break, guys. That was only about a minute before we get into the game here. They wanted to get everything sorted, of course, and, you know, it does happen sometimes in the online setting, and God knows where BetBoom are at right now, if they're still in Poland somewhere, or if they have indeed managed to get the quick flights home and just gotten the hell out of there and forgotten about the tournament. Either way, we are now into the qualifier for a future one. This is a new day. They are in the lower bracket side of things, BetBoom. Unexpected, I think, to be here, particularly so quickly against Namiga. We were expecting a competition there. forZe, meanwhile, holding their own. Oh, looking good here for Tina, as he does find a double kill in the connector area. An advantage very quickly earned, but very quickly lost, in fact. BetBoom have pulled it back, and a risky one here. Yes, it is just against the pistols. Chiron going to go wildly swinging in, loses his head, but not much return. He does cancel the bomb plant for a second. That smoke going to start to go down, and Danis could get in behind here. Meanwhile, out towards CT is where they opt to take the fight. Siren picks up one, and Gokashima can't find the trade. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? Surrounded now. Has to take these fights awkwardly, and he just can't get it done.
Opening start coming through for BetBoom. Okay moments there. You know, Gokashima finding one of his own. Tina with double was okay, and of course the bomb going down. I think they just get caught a little bit off guard in the post plant. And also BetBoom had the numbers coming through. Not bad. Good to see Siren off the gate early. Siren had a couple of question marks above him as well. Sometimes he can blow a little bit hot and cold. Oh, thankfully, this is not the worst start. Sai is going to force in towards the next. Expected this second round here is very important to get early momentum. Especially as well if you are BetBoom. Your opponent's map pick on a map like Mirage, which has been a little rough around the edges for you. To start things right here. Second round of the board would be good. Nade comes deep, but avoided. Its entirety by the T side. They're going to give up mid control completely. BetBoom opting against fighting here. It always can be a little bit of an uncomfortable decision. I always do sort of worry with it.
Slow build up into this round for sure. Not really much in the early stages here. I think they are just waiting to see what kind of temperature it's going to be from forZe. Strong rifleage brought up by BetBoom. Not a lot of utility, right? They are expecting the fights. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to win them. Chiron tagging a couple down. Actually takes the player at the back through his teammate. Just can't connect onto the one at the front. Oh, Danis showing his position, trying to get his hands onto the M4, and I think he's kind of softly conceding this round, really.
Yeah, a bit of a fight on towards Gokashima, but I was going to say, as he gets smoked up, but actually won't get smoked up. They're going to keep hold of the U-turn, and you're right. It's going to fall away. All play from forZe. Falling away is a loose term here, though, because surely, yeah, Danis will expect that Gokashima's around. Oh, he stepped, though, and that'll cost him. Gokashima was still a bit of an unknown quantity there. There's actually no full expectation that they could be towards the site. In the end, it doesn't matter anyway. forZe going to tie this game up. Most importantly, though, doing it on towards the force bite. Bomb plants shows how important they can be in the pistol round, even if you are to lose. And BetBoom, they're going to... Well, I mean, I think there's... You know, the traditional thing here is to force buy again, right? Kind of go back-to-back in the force buys. There definitely was a conversation to be had about maybe playing a little bit of a less one, because they could have essentially full barred in towards the next. But I would have meant individuals like Zorte would have had P9s again, probably. And nothing really to go. So they're going to force back around this AK. Also, they want util next time they have a gun round. So it's sort of understandable. forZe, though, good opportunity. Very good opportunity. Could make it a second on the corner. Well, there's the gun.
Oh, looking good here. Shalfie going to find another frag in. Very clean stuff here as they entry their way through on towards the A-bomb site. No sweat at all. Just Chiron going to be remaining. Beautiful response in these couple of rounds from forZe, showing, I suppose, why they are comfortable on this one, right? Why they're able to just play their own game. That bomb will go down, and that should seal the deal. Chiron just I think, hoping someone comes his way, and then he can nab an AK, get the hell out of there. But forZe should be able to play this one nice and safe. They do have Tinner in deep. What's happened there? Celta's just taken a bit of random damage. I think from a teammate spraying through a smoke or something. Either way. Round is going to be over, and Chiron sees 0 action.
Oh, he was hoping somebody would come through jungle. How wrong he was. He should be okay for the bomb run, I think. You know, he's going to take a hefty chunk of damage, but he should be fine. Nonetheless, yeah, it's just about, in all fairness, but he's okay. I think probably the half armor keeping him alive just a tad. Nice second for forZe. Bit of a weird decision as well when you're done it. So kind of the only rifle there, and the AK chooses to play up close. It's an odd decision because you really essentially are the win factor in that round, and playing in such a vulnerable position like that is such a weird thing. You normally would want a 5-7 playing up close like that, and then the AK can trade from range. Couple of gaps opening up in towards the BetBoom playstyle so far. Celta eats a grenade. That's unfortunate. Straight to the head.
Oh,
that's what you want. Up close.
Yep. Bit more coming. Oh, no. Oh, no. The individual prowess here of BetBoom showing through as they just do not pull any punches in this round. 3-on-2 very quickly. So not out of the question, but the big one is, of course, one of those players that went down for forZe is a bomb carrier. So that's not ideal. They know where Shalfie is at. Unsure of Result. And he's just going to go walking in, hopefully catch a fight in his favor. But it's just going to be so tough from this position, man. Really, really difficult to know if they will be able to get this over the line. Shalfie. Oh, with the flash in. This could be a nice little move, to be fair. It's effective onto one. Oh, the spray downs from both are so rough. However, it's now just Shalfie trying to isolate the fight onto the pistol, overwhelmed from the side, and that is a huge, huge blunder from the T side.
It is. I mean, that is... losing those sort of rounds never really should happen. And that's why you want to play those 5-7s up close to Ram. That's what they can do. That one bullet headshot at close range is brutal. And at times, if you're caught napping a little bit, well, you seriously are just caught. And you know, all the changes that we've kind of spoke about the last couple of days towards CS in terms of the peakers advantage and all the rest. Still an aptly timed swing. Give you a lot of room. Molly towards top boxes. The boosted orb of Gokushima. Lucky to still be alive.
A little bit of utility downrange. Celta to find the first head. That would be from the underpass. So this mid-hold is a little shaky now. Nafany out in no man's land. Just has to guess the right way. He does guess correctly, but loses his head all the same. Chiron also going to get taken down. A triple entry from Celta. Certainly making his case for sticking on the forZe team here. That'll be the round. 5v2. Be a save from BetBoom. So forZe with a brilliant response.
Yeah, nicely done. I think as well, considering how rough things started initially, you know, Gokushima takes a tag and you're thinking that might slow them down considerably. Celta stepping up in a big way. Whether it's a stand-in or, you know, full-time into the roster, I do like the pickup for forZe of Celta. He's kind of the kind of player who fits in towards his team quite well. He's got a lot of experience and actually playing at a pretty decent level too. You know, we saw with kind of Aurora's back-to-back runs. You know, we saw them looking in towards the RMR and they did really good work there as well. They're very unlucky in certain senses, and this side have done what that side did do in the past. Means Celta's actually a pretty good pickup, man. He's just a very proficient rifler. Can play those supporting elements quite well. Can anchor if needed. Of course, as you saw there, multi-frags, no issue. Third on the board for forZe. And of course, a bit of a knock back to the confidence of BetBoom. Quad M4, actually. They squeeze together a buy. Will be pretty limited in terms of util. And Chiron only an MP9 for him. No, you're going to swap with Danetz. As Danetz is the anchor. He's going to wield a slightly lesser gun. Tina playing anti. Nobody peeking. The big thing, I guess, for BetBoom in this round is how they want to play it. I don't think they can play overly too aggressive just because of the util that they lack. I'm going to say a lot of this for retakes.
Oh, God. Awkward little fight down there. Trading of nades. I think Tanea wins that one, though, as Chiron will be left on 26 HP. So actually a pretty good exchange in favor of forZe. But a slowdown in play as that smoke comes in. It's mid-control for forZe, I suppose. They just have to now work with that. Slowly up short for Shalfie. An interesting move, I have to be honest. All by himself. Untradeable. And really important that he found that kill. He doesn't. So, you know, forZe just back to the drawing board. Resalt gets a cheeky one, though, with his lurk out on A. It's a really weird kind of round from forZe, I'm not going to lie to you. Working in some places, failing in others. The AWP just rushes forwards. What are these moves, man? Absolutely wild. 4 versus 3. Chiron with a rush of his own. Goodness me, I've got the hiccups, apparently. All the same, moving in towards the B bomb site. They'll try and get themselves going.
Oh, Siren. Trying to find that first fight. Celta is probably going to be the first contact. And the swing's good. Down a 4. Celta's traded. Then Tina will do exactly the same. forZe. Lock in a 4th. Lovely work, man. forZe Seaside so far. Looking pretty damn excellent. I think it goes without saying. This is, you know, a couple of hiccups at the earlier part, but now they are most definitely in control. This is forZe putting up a very solid little position here. The T-side is starting to rock and roll, and considering this is, you know, Mirage, whilst it's a Pogger's Paradise, everyone knows and loves it, it is still one of the most seed-sided maps in the pool. I think 3rd overall, just behind that of Nuke and Overpass, respectively. So, goes without saying that this is a little worry. BetBoom looking a bit shaky. This round, I'm not expecting too much either, to be perfectly honest. Yes, a lower buy, but we have those sort of 5-7s and the flashes that can gimmick around in their favor, so to say.
Indeed. I think I am back in action. I don't know what happened there, man. I just out of nowhere started having the hiccups mid-round. So that's cool, I guess. This one is actually not as clear-cut. Yeah, Gokushima caught out in the open. They do have A control here now, so bomb plant should go down. I think they have decent CT control, so yeah, on that side of sight, this will be very doable indeed. What a weird kind of round once again. Result waiting for a flash. They're way closer than he ever expected, however, so he's traded out instantly. Just going to be Celta alone. New kid on the block, looking to save the day. Clean on the first, but the response is even cleaner. BetBoom with yet another forced by, well, eco win, in fact, in this game. But yeah, it's just all over the place in terms of these low buys, man.
And, you know, I hold my hands up, because I came into it saying, they can't really gimmick their way to around this time, considering they've, you know, they had 2 upgraded pistols out of 5, and they had no supporting util around it. Credit to Danetz. Really well played in the 1v1 there at the tail end, too. Nice work, and BetBoom staying alive. Granted, by the finest of margins. I think a lot of these are really awkward rounds. And they can't last. You know, BetBoom are still yet to put up a gun round. They're all weird and wonderful ones, but hey, they take it. They will absolutely take it. All by, out again. Both sides got an AWP. Shima and Zortes can be an interesting fight throughout this game. Chiron needs to get out of there. Could be in trouble. Siren keeps him alive for the time being, but Chiron overswings.
What a mad round again. It's Danetz, though, that finds 2 to bring it back in favor of BetBoom. No idea where to look or if the carnage is over. Gokushima moves in quick from shorter. Lovely little burst leads it in a 2 versus 2. Up on the cross, though. That'll drop the bomb. And Celta is once again left in the clutch. He has been seen this time around, so they know exactly where he is. Siren low, and Zorte with a full reposition here to just go and join his teammate. Oh, Celta with the open plant, but Siren is so scared, he doesn't go for the peak at all. It would have been a free kill. It ends up being nice and easy anyway. Celta was just not ready for the short presence, full stop. And that will be BetBoom evening things up.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I can kind of understand Siren there a little bit just because how low he is, right? I think the worst situation is to thrust your AWP into a 1v1 when, well, he is the AWP on the retake. So, while he lets the bomb go down, and even if he had a little peek as well, he probably gets the kill. I think, overall, that shows that they actually are kind of calm-mannered. I think especially when you look at this BetBoom team, I think Kyron can get a little bit too overly proactive at times. Having a couple of those sort of maybe slower tempoed guys is probably a good change of pace, so to say, for BetBoom. We are going to see a pause here called by forZe. Good opportunity for sort of Shalfie to come into the conversation and we see what they can do. And of course, I guess for BetBoom as well, for Inner Shine, I think it's a good opportunity as well for him to enter the conversation and see what he can do. Because I mean, obviously, he's a very, very well-respected guy, ex-FaZe analyst. He knows what he's doing. Had a time on Aurora as well, so he'll know Celta pretty well.
Well, yeah, I mean, there you go. That might be a reason why, these guys are looking decent against this squad. They know Celta in particular. Bouncing back pretty well here on the BetBoom side of things. Should be an interesting round here from forZe. Only 2 flashes in a round like this. That's kind of the curious thing for me. I think you want a bit more than that, in all honesty. But they start off with the contact, and that baits a bit of utility out. But it was all a double fake thing. I don't know. That was kind of wacky. There are some moves in this game so far that aren't making a lot of sense. I get it. There's a point behind it, but it's not changed anything. You know, I guess BetBoom used some utility, but it's not like they're going to go, oh my goodness, it's a fake. Everyone rotate A. So you're still just kind of in the same position as you were 30 seconds ago. Either way, they will now burst forwards. Chiron, lovely position for him. He's very ready for these fights. So well read. Leaves it down to just 2. Dan is low on ammo, so does have to give up the position ever so slightly here, but retakes in nicely. Shalfie has chimed in towards mid for a couple of kills. Any more for him here is the big question.
Ooh, okay. Tapping away. Down goes Shalfie. And up goes BetBoom. This, again, just continuously back and forth here. Seeing BetBoom and forZe off the back of the pause. BetBoom will claim back around. And I don't know, this is just carnage in the server. Neither side actually playing consistent or comfortable Counter-Strike. And it is definitely leaving this very open to interpretation. I don't really know what the expectation at the moment from either is. We do see a buy back in for forZe. Results left on just a deagle. It's a dream. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. Siren gonna be tested. Damage dealt. 1 nade could be great. There is Chiron to get the kill.
Result with a nice one in towards mid. It's going to net him a bit of an AK as well. Siren, it's a risky move, man. But he will get the frag. So BetBoom in the ascendancy here. What is the move? Smoke goes down towards Palace, and forZe again left guessing for ideas.
Well, that's not going to help, is it? Celts are falling. 2 remaining. Make that 1 remaining. Trying to fade the smoke there, Zorta. So Gokashima, as Zorta picks him off, may I say. And for Gokashima, I mean, he started off alright towards the game, but honestly, so far, Gokashima seemed more proficient and actually more scary on the rifles than the AWP. On the T-side of Mirage, I wouldn't even mind seeing him just wield it a little bit longer. I think for Shalfie this round is about saving and I guess for forZe to try and see what they can do. Of course, for forZe, they've got a very noticeable coach themselves that are fierce. Someone's been around for a long, long time within the scene. He's also been on this team for ages too. Him and Shalfie, both been on forZe for 2 years, 3 months. Over 639 maps he's been with forZe. So he definitely knows the ins and outs of the team and the organization, but my God, results are needed for them. And of course, this is sort of last chance to learn, right? This is lower bracket. Double Elim, but this is their last chance. Lose out in the lower bracket here. They are in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Yeah, it's a difficult kind of start here. You said it may well be a pick that could backfire. And thus far, not looking too good. We'll see when things swap over. But, you know, if BetBoom are able to give themselves a solid buffer, then I think there will be a lot of trouble for the forZe side of things. And there's a fair chance, isn't there, that they're going to give themselves a solid buffer. Shalfie has an AK, has does resol, but Shalfie obviously is full spent into this round, so the econ, the past few, has been really troublesome from forZe. It may look close. At the moment, it doesn't necessarily feel that way. A little bit of back and forth on the force buys. And the big thing is that forZe are unable to bring it into late round situations. No bomb plants means they have very little clash, despite the loss bonus.
Eesh. A weird fight on the side here. Resolcore on the swing. Oh, damn it. Turning his head. Oh, BetBoom made that look so easy. So easy. 7 to put up. They're guaranteeing the lead. And that's beautiful work. It really is. forZe heading into the final round. Yes, they have something to work with. But my God. What a showing. I don't know. Yeah. For BetBoom so far, while it's a side that have struggled at times on this map, doesn't look like they're struggling right now. Definitely goes without saying that this could be quite worrying. And all it will take is, if BetBoom can see off this round, one pistol, and they are in a serious amount of trouble. That being forZe in trouble. You kind of feel worried for them. We saw this on the flip side. What happened in our previous series, how quick it could get.
Anthony forced into the fights here. Nearly finds 2, you know. Not a bad look. As again, BetBoom looking really, really solid here. They have lost control of the site itself, but they retain strength. Dan is creeping around on the other side of the smoke. It has just dissipated here. I think we've got a bit of an idea that Celta is in there. Yeah, Dan is going to take him down. Chiron, meanwhile, on the flank. Is he even going to be needed? He spots the final player and takes his head clean off. A fantastic run of rounds there from BetBoom towards the end. Took them some time to get in their stride, but once they did, absolutely unstoppable, it has to be said. 8-4, we're going to take a break. BetBoom looking so damn good.
Welcome back. 8-4. Man, BetBoom made that look easy. forZe goes without saying, a pistol round kind of feels like a necessity. They don't find it on the CT side. It would give BetBoom the opportunity of going 10-4 up, and they're popping out towards B.
Not wasting any time getting in here. Result on the Julies is ready. Does manage to find one. It's Siren with the spin around. Shelfie had a nade in hand. And that will mess things up a little. Gokushima goes creeping in. Wins his fight. Looking for a bit more here. However, the Julies have been retrieved. And Nafany is loving it. Low on ammo, though. But they will manage to find that all-important kill. And the one tap from Zorti is just ridiculous. 9-4. As BetBoom, man, they springboard themselves into a really, really great position here.
Fair play. Zorte, final two on the tail end there were beautiful. Bomb goes down, and I think that's when forZe, I think maybe overplay their cards a little bit. They fly out a door there and just give the fight straight towards the T side. No force fight to come in here. forZe is going to go for a couple of upgraded pistols, but nothing too problematic. Gokushima up close with the 5-7. Honestly, is a good call. BetBoom grouping towards 8. It is a bit of a stack here. This could work against them. 4 of them playing through the A side. In comes the Xe. This could get a little bit messier than they were hoping. A Molotov misses.
Oh, God. Yeah, not looking too good, but they will manage to clean things up a little bit. Result comes away with a kill that maybe he shouldn't have had, right? Molotov makes a bit of a difference there. Ultimately, though, they get the round. Shelfie is just looking to do some damage on the way out. So we'll see. Oh, it's a nice position for him. Spotted, though. Just couldn't line the shot up, unfortunately. Double digits quite quickly for BetBoom. There is a lot of work for forZe to do, but it begins here. Buy is on the way.
Zorta in towards the AWP as well. Is the big difference. Gokushima doesn't have one, but I was saying it earlier. I think Gokushima looked considerably scarier on the rifle in the few kills he's had than he did with the AWP. The AWP, he always getting caught out of position or in transition or something along those lines, but... Oh, hang on. And then he got a little messy. Zorta does get caught. Double nade set up in towards Khan. Up close! That is a janky spray by Tina there. It's lucky to even get one, to be honest. Gokushima, however, crisp.
Where did BetBoom go from here? Lots of utility still available. But just putting a pause on it. Not really making any noise at all. Zorte was having a peek out towards mid, right? He's on the AWP. Let's let him work some picks. The pivotal player, and if he can make it up short to join his hombres, then maybe we can make something of this. And looking at the minimap, he should be able to make it across. It's obviously a question of timing here, a question of what Celta decides to look at, but looks like he's jump peeking the ramp, to be honest, so this could be good. I like the setup from forZe, however. They're very, very ready for this hit to come in. You can see Result trained on the angle. That makes it look so easy. Expecting this play every round of the week. He will get traded out, but surely has done enough now. Just Siren with 20 seconds. Even a bomb plant, I think, is going to be impossible. And Celta rips his head off.
Nice work. Nice work. So needed. For forZe, it goes without saying. Maybe a different story if Zorta's AWP was able to catch the guy up towards balcony. But I think when it goes down for it, Result's done really, really well there. Train on the angle, finds the kill, nearly getting a second as well, or enough damage that it's slowing them down, and it means that when they pop out of balcony, they're just going to be caught. The backside player making sure that it's exactly the case. 10-5. Will be a force fire by BetBoom. Looks like they want to play slower here out through A. Look at the mid-control Shelfie's already got. So much info to work with. AXE coming here. Cells are going to be forced off the Molotov. doing serious damage. He goes in the first fight. He might be in trouble. No, the flash is great. Gokashima supporting Yuto is fantastic.
Yeah, we are back on the money here from forZe. Nade to finish off Siren. And an eye on flawless round on the card. Sorte, what is that move? He is dealt with, but it looks nice for the highlight reel. All the same, forZe moving up to 6 now, and the gap is closing pretty quickly here now.
Yeah, it is. It is. And then this is the thing. You know, at times you saw forZe pretty uncomfortable on their CT side in terms of the gun rounds, and the same conversation could start to be opening up here for BetBoom. For the forZe side, very well tempered. I think Celta playing out through under. Gokashima supporting Yuto's great, and it's so simple. Bit of a stack there towards that A side, which worked really well for them. Result. Tends to go up through balcony. Going to go up to drop a nade instead and fall back. Good nade, in fact. And that would have relayed a sound cue as well, hence why he sticks around. And actually, you see the rotation coming over to support, and they're flying out. Wrestle for the first. That one nade giving all the information on the sound cue, and they're just mopping them up now.
Yeah. Lovely and easy as you would expect. All the same. BetBoom were hoping to write that one off quickly. Just get into this next rifle round, I think, is what they are all about here. It's pretty tense. It is pretty tense, you know, because there's only, for me, it feels like a couple of rifle rounds in between the 10 rounds that BetBoom have. So they have to put up a bit of a defense of the score, if that makes sense. And as they say, the best defense is often a good offense, and they're moving in so very fast. Gokashima, however, cannot miss right now. Beautiful no-scope. Will be taken down, but he's created enough chaos, maybe even for his own teammates, though. We saw had no idea where they were coming out from, only really had info on one player, so he goes down, loses control of the bomb site. Tenier just walking through the smoke is an absolutely wild Hail Mary move that's not necessarily needed. And suddenly, Celta is all alone.
He's gone.
And he's going to save. Wow.
BetBoom going to find themselves an 11. And, you know, when you look at that round compared to the other rifle round, much better in terms of how they set themselves up in the post plan. If any of those three were to die there as well, they'd have been insta-traded. But I think, fundamentally, that round for me feels like it comes down to forZe's mistakes. Like you said, kind of phasing through the smoke there. Is it necessary? It feels a little overzealous, maybe. All things considered. Goes back to being an uncomfortable situation for forZe. You got BetBoom 4 rounds ahead, 2 rounds away on their opponent's map pick. And then, of course, they got Overpass afterwards. BetBoom's pick. For forZe, very rapidly, things can start to go south. Do get a little worried, a little uncomfortable about what's opening up here. Yes, there's a buy in place, but to a degree, it feels like this could be the last full buy for forZe if things continue at this trajectory. They lose this round. I think BetBoom just close it.
It is entirely possible. Tenier will find the first, though, there. Answering back with some aggression of their own. Molotov in to push him out. He's not quite done with the fight just yet, is he? He's still sticking around. Oh, he will, however, get taken as he tries to escape. Big kill there from Nafany. 4 versus 4. And mid-control now for BetBoom.
Smoking towards window, one towards con. That should give the confirmation that they're going towards B. Hence why Results rotating over towards kitchen. This is good mid-control. I've got a minute to work with. BetBoom are in no rush. 4v4. Trays generally better for the T side. And now forZe are playing a 2-2 split. Which means wherever they go, they should just be able to trade their way in unless a bit of magic comes through. Got in the pot of 1. Nice flick, and it goes untraded. Nice shot from Gokashima. Trying to cross back towards CT to give him some room. Get another hit. Misses a shot, and he's spammed down. Now things get nervy.
That was the right idea. That was the right idea, to be honest, but I just couldn't get it. However, it's Celta's position, isn't it, that we were expecting to be massive. However, they have watched for it, and Mr. Shalfie is late to the party. He was boosted up on the sight box. He was really hoping for a fight. He stayed there for a while. You know, he was maybe thinking a lurker was on the way, I think, is potentially the logic. Not the case. BetBoom, they keep it simple. They just work the picks, and pretty much everybody getting involved in one way or another. Really, really solid.
Yeah, I agreed. Really nicely done. There's that 12th, and like we spoke about, look at the funds. Look at the econ of forZe. So little to go off. The richest man on that team having 400, maybe a little bit more now. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. Bit of kill bonus of the MP9. Insta-traded. Not an issue for BetBoom. They buy in, or can get drops in. Siren's got 7.4k and an AK, so he can drop over no problemo. And Zort's got plenty of money. What we're trying to say is that this feels like the beginning of the end for map number 1. forZe would need a real miracle here. You got Gokashima on a scout, a triple MP9, a Result wielding just a Deeg. Try and save face. Definitely goes without saying this is not a nice position. A good tag with the scout, though. I'll take that all day.
Gokashima. Whoa. Dangerous peak. Surely going to go down as well for that. Yeah, can't get the gun out fast enough. Can't get away fast enough. So he's done some damage, but he does go down early, and that's not really ideal. Also, they're starting to figure this one out, it feels like, Neo. Not wanting to commit too deep. Smoking a flash here for the CT side. Oh, yeah, got to be careful with these fights that you're taking, fellas. That's the bomb that's gone down as well, so don't want to lose too many bodies. Meanwhile, they decide a quick move towards B might be the smart play. Seltzer at range on the MP9 makes it interesting. No. Good catch from Shalfie. 2-on-2, the jumping MP9. There is some logic to it. Highest jumping accuracy in the game. All the same, Tanir, 13 HP to now save the day and save forZe on their own map pick. They are both back turned to him. Oh, he's going to play it cheeky. Has to take that frag as the turn comes in, but he's now got himself an upgrade of a weapon, and Siren left guessing. Where's he going? What's the play? Is he low? Is he playing aggressive, right? Siren's a little panicked here in the 1 versus 1.
Yeah, plant for CT, I think is the right call. With how low Tanir is, Siren is panicking a bit here. With how low Tanir is, though, this is the right way to play it. Tuck your head in towards Palace and just play for the bomb. He doesn't even have a kit. Hang on a second. This is really going to be awkward. No kit, no smoke, no util. He's got 13 points of HP to try and save face it. Time ticking. Tanir. Body shifting his way forward. There's no point. You've got to go here. And now the peak, though, is interesting. From Siren, and tucks his way onto the 10-second mark. And that is going to be the game. 13-7. BetBoom take map number 1. Steal away forZe's pick. I said that pick can be awkward. Going towards a Mirage. No matter who you're playing against, I just always think it's a little bit of a gamble, especially if the team do play it. Whether or not they're successful on it is a different story.